Welcome to another episode of Crusader Kings 3 Mother of Us All playthrough. My name is iSimulate. I explore different simulation games and share gameplay videos of those I like. Subscribe to my channel if you're also a simulation game lover. In 1102 AD, the Daura dynasty welcomed her next Malika al-Muazzama Andali. Following her dynasty's tradition, Andali pursued the diplomacy lifestyle, but with family focus this time because she only had one child at the moment. And since her dynasty had already unlocked the righteousness legacy, Andali could launch two sway schemes at the same time. A good diplomat, Andali's true ruler perk allowed her to vassalize a couple of her neighbors. They made the right decision. Being a part of the Kanem-Bornu Empire was way better than trying to stay alive in this brutal world alone. After giving birth to 6 children, Andali's girth weighed heavy on her both bodily and mentally. She decided to lose weight. To Andali, the kingdom of Amadid had somehow replaced the kingdom of Bakrit. In 1122 AD, the kingdom of Amadid had a new king. Andali knew it was a golden opportunity to free another duchy in the north of Africa from the grip of Amadid. She declared war to conquer the duchy of Tlemcen. Now that her troop size was big enough, she raised all her men-at-arms in one army. Judging by the opponent's military strength, 2 more armies of levies would be sufficient. Andali sent her 3 armies to siege the first county. The opponent's armies had also set foot on Africa, but Andali's troops were more swift in terms of sieging. Maybe the Amadid commanders also knew this. They called off their siege and left. Could that really be happening? Andali's troops proceed to siege and control all 4 counties in the Duchy of Tlemcen. The whole time they didn't face any resistance. To make the war score go up faster, they proceed to siege Amadid's other counties. After controlling another 4, the war score reached 100%, one more victory for the Kanem-Bornu Empire. Halima, Andali's another daughter, turned 16, and her original daughter heir, Nabila, was an adulterer. A crime that hurt her general opinion and piety. Andali decided to make Halima the new heir. In 1127 AD, after acquiring enough piety points and level of devotion, Andali founded the Bori Holy Order. History described Andali as a charming woman. It was a pity she didn't live longer. In 1130 AD, Andali died of natural causes at 57 years of age. The responsibility to lead the vast empire now fell upon her daughter, Malika al-Muazzama Halima's shoulders. It was quite a rough start. Halima's Makaja didn't endorse her until she spent some gold. For some reason, Halima's husband was in prison and she had to ransom him. Once again, gold manifests its power. The first real challenge was an independence faction consisting of 18 vassals. A vast empire implied a lot of vassals. Fortunately, the vassal with the most military strength in the faction had a son who was not yet betrothed. This allowed Halima to make him an ally by betrothing her daughter to his son. After he left the faction, it was disbanded. Halima could focus on her empress duties without worrying about factions until the following year, and this time the faction's overall military power was more manageable compared with the previous one. In September 1131 AD, Halima received their ultimatum. She was prepared. Her levies and men-at-arms could be gathered in a short time because she didn't join any war since beginning of the year. Halima sent her troops to fight the vassal leading this faction and captured a valuable hostage. She then swiftly pressed forward to siege that vassal's capital. Another valuable hostage was captured. When the troops were moving towards the next vassal's capital, that vassal died. The war score started ticking up. Halima disbanded some of her armies to ease the pressure on gold and sent the rest to siege 2 other counties. After that, Halima enforced her demands, and by using that as a release condition, she converted a number of vassals to Bori. As the Bori Holy Order, the spirit guardians grew, more land was needed. Halima's empire spent quite some gold in the last few years. This gold from the Holy Order came at a good time. In 1143 AD, the time had come to consecrate the grounds of Guinea with the blood of the heathens and claim this land for the glory of the bush spirits. The Boris were united this time, and the opponent was less powerful. Halima only needed to send her men-at-arms, allowing her to keep a positive monthly balance during this war. 1.5 years later, the Boris were victorious. The occupied lands were then ruled by a Bori follower, and Halima's son, the beneficiary she picked, got one county in this kingdom. News reached Halima that faith in the county of Tinmala had changed to Almohads, a fringe belief. She sent her Magadja to convert his faith back to the right one as quickly as possible. The following year, the Almohads were arrogant enough to mess with Halima, ruler of the largest empire in Africa. They were rewarded a speedy doom. The county of Tinmala safely returned to Kanem-Bornu. When Halima was conquering the duchy of Lasta, she got smallpox. Even though her physician managed to improve her situation a little, she didn't live to finish this war. Another great ruler died young. Halima's daughter, Malika, al-Muazzama Andali II, was now the one to fight the war and lead the empire. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video as well as the game. Stay tuned and enjoy Crusader Kings 3. See you next time. Take care.